All right, welcome back. Now, when I did my most recent live stream, I almost forgot how much black women struggle to project white women as the exact same as themselves, and how ridiculous it is to do that. This content creator was responding to a Lily Gaddis video. Lily did blackface for Halloween this year. And this is nothing new. We have a whole slew of white people who do blackface every Halloween. Every Halloween. But in this case, when Lily did blackface, she said that she wanted to be a black woman. Like, she targeted black women and their behavior. You see her with a bonnet, the blackface, a bonnet, and some giant loop earrings. And in case you missed it, we're going to go back over what Kesha said in response to what Lily said.
It's of their own fucking doing. Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, like, you people fight every day. You people fight every day. Could you choose any outfit and get up that's like less conducive to fighting? Seriously. They wear wigs that can be pulled out. They put braids in their hair that could rip the rest of their hair out, and then they complain about having alopecia. No, it's self-induced alopecia. That's like a cutter. That's like one of those
all right, I've had enough of this whiny sounding. This is so played out.
Now, notice that Lily, her argument was specific. She was talking about how you're not suited for fighting. And of course, the idea that they fight every day, I'm not sure exactly what she means by that. Obviously, nobody fights every single day. But I think she's just saying that somewhere in the United States, there are black women who fight. And of course, somewhere in the U.S. every single day, there are white women who fight. But what she's saying is that you're not suited for fighting. You wear wigs that always end up getting pulled off. You experience embarrassment during the fight, and, the ripping out of weave contributes to alopecia. She's being specific, saying your earrings are too big for you to fight. Now, it's a goofy argument. I acknowledge that. It's just a goofy, strange argument. But Kesha doesn't respond to it. Instead, what Kesha does is she responds as if Lily accused them of having self-hatred. This Kesha responded as if the subject of Lily's argument was that you hate yourself and you emulate us white women. And so it exposed how insecure this Kesha is.
Doing blackface in 2025, nobody cares. Boo tomatoes. Lily Gaddis, your voice is mad whiny and annoying. Your loose leaf paper, thin ass lips and hair is fucking unattractive and unappealing. Nobody gives a damn about.
Okay. Lily never talked about how unattractive. She didn't deal with your black women's looks at all. So it's a bad look for you to respond attacking her looks. You see what I mean? It doesn't fit the discussion. Why are you talking about her looks? And that's not what she pointed out with black women. This is always a bad look. This is never the way you're supposed to respond to any type of accusation. You're not supposed to, change the subject. But that's what Kesha does.
unattractive and unappealing, nobody gives a damn about you. Like you're so trash and you're so obsessed. Like I would never be that obsessed to paint my face with like super white, well, peach or red, because y'all are not even really white, beige makeup, pink piggy makeup to fucking try to imitate a white woman. Unless I'm like in a big movie and I'm getting paid millions to do it, then maybe. But just for like clout. But I mean, we are the clout. We are the blueprint. We are the moment forever and always have been. And these people are utterly fucking obsessed. Because what is the reason? Why are you doing this? For what? Is it to get some alt-right peen? Like, I don't get it. It's so corny. Like, I don't even feel offended. Like, I just feel like you look like an asshole.
No. Lily's argument was simple. Now, it may not be none of her business, but people always talk about things that has nothing to do with them. And you're not responding to what she said. She got on you for being notorious wig wearers and weave wearers. And she talked about one way how it works against you. You get in the fights and it goes flying off. And you're not dealing with that.
Offended. Like, I just feel like you look like an asshole. Like, it's not even funny. Talking about alopecia and all this. Why do you care? Why do they act like white women are not?
See? Why do you care? So she doesn't deny that the things that they do creates alopecia, that it's self-induced alopecia, like Lily said. She didn't even deny it. So how impactful is your response to Lily? If you don't even deny it, you basically admitted to it. Why do you care? Like, Lord, this is why I say these women are not the ones to be out here on the front lines trying to respond to these white supremacists. I mean, let's continue.
Why do you care? Why do they act like white women are not bleaching out their roots to get away from that mousy brown hair color that they naturally have?
Now you see this? How she segued into trying to project white women as carrying self-hatred? Where in the world see, she's insecure that Lily brought up their wigs and weaves and triggered. So she's trying to project white women as being the exact same as themselves, as if to say, hey, Lily, we do the same things. We're the same people. You as white women, you do the same things that we as black women do. And that's delusional. It's all get up.
Why do they act like the white tea women, because I don't want to get... Why do they acting like the white tea women are not laying on the tanning beds and laying in the sun, literally bunning up their skin, giving themselves skin cancer?
See?
And
again, sounding pathetic. Trying to suggest that they're getting a suntan to get as dark as black people. I've been hearing this. We've all been hearing this narrative for years, decades now. And it's always been a stupid argument. It is bad how so many people cling to arguments that don't make logical sense. White people are not, when they suntan, they are not trying to get as dark as black people are. It's insecurity on the part of black women that drives them to say that. And it's always black women who are pointing this out, who are trying to make this stupid, pathetic argument. that, hey, they get suntan. And let me make the distinction. I almost forgot to. This is always black women. They've been making this argument for decades, and it has never made logical sense. Y'all know full well white women getting a suntan, they're not trying to get as dark as you. But y'all want to be able to say that they are to make an excuse for your wig wearing culture, for your Becky wannabe culture. You're so desperate to make an excuse for your worship of their image, of their identity, of their genetics. You worship Brad and Becky's genetics, their DNA. Worship. When you up here with these wigs that y'all wear, you are worshiping their image, their genetics, their DNA. So what Keshas do, they spend their life trying to project white women as being the exact same way. Get out of here. He's so pathetic. So pathetic and weak. Why don't you just face your own self-hatred? White women are far from the face of self-hatred.
Skin cancer in order to have more melanin the way that I naturally.
And you, Keshas, are acquiring alopecia and all kinds of issues with your scalp, trying to look like them. So what? And let me point something else out. There are far more of you doing this type of stuff than there are them. What percentage of white women wear extensions? What, maybe 1%, if that? I don't even think 1% of white women wear extensions. And when they do, they're wearing their own natural hair grade. So again, it's y'all's desperation to project them as being the white version of yourselves that causes y'all to fail, y'all's argument to fail.
We do. Why y'all acting like the YT women are not getting the lip filler and the lip injections and laying on the table risking their lives to get?
What percentage of white women do you think get lip injections? Do you think it's 90%? The same as 90% of Keshas abide by the white women's beauty standard? Almost all of y'all wear these wigs and weaves, and which is their literal hair, mind you, trying your best to look as much like them as possible. Almost all of y'all are into this culture. It's a culture for you. It's not a culture for them to get lip injections, Kesha. This is pathetic. These arguments are so sad and pathetic. That's why I say I will always make the distinction between black men and Keshas. Y'all are worshipers of their image. Black men are not. We are not. That's why we don't have to make these stupid arguments.
Like the YT women are not getting the lip filler and the lip injections and laying on the table risking their lives to get implants and to get bigger hips and all of
implants. What that got to do with you? Now she's just trying to say, hey, white women, you're dissatisfied with yourself the same way we as black women are dissatisfied with ourselves. Are you serious? Y'all get implants too. You Keshas get implants too. You get breast implants and butt implants. Matter of fact, it's probably a larger percentage of y'all who get these implants. And again, what percentage of white women do you think get these implants that you're talking about? Maybe 1%? Y'all get out here and you try to confront white supremacist narratives as if you're team black, as if you're pro-black, and it doesn't work for you. You can't have a pro-white, swirling, Brad worshiping, Becky worshiping, wig wearing, blonde hair, blue eye contact culture. You can't have such a pro-white culture and then at the drop of a hat just be pro-black whenever you want to. It don't work that way. And that's why y'all fail and sound dumb every time you try to do it. Every single time. It is so pathetic.
Things that we naturally possess. Why y'all acting like they're not ripping their hair out from the root, getting them in extensions? Like, why are we gonna...
They're not. What are you talking about? They're not trying to hide from a natural brown hair color. And they're not ripping their hair out to get no stupid extensions. Are you really trying to argue that this is a culture with white women? That they're wearing extensions the way y'all wearing wigs and weaves? Get out of here. I mean, this is the height of weakness. This is why, listen, no black person is going to tell me that these women, that I'm destined to be with one of these women. A flat out head case who worship Brad and Becky. No. Y'all are in denial. You're such head cases. Y'all should not be talking at all. Don't say nothing. Let black men respond to these videos. Y'all should sit back and be quiet. The most that you should do is agree with black men who create videos responding to the Lily Gaddises of the world. But it's crazy. They're so slow, they don't realize that they're going to make themselves look stupid trying to respond to these types of racist videos. Y'all so goofy. And it's not even, you can't even say it's racist. Lily just said y'all wear a bunch of wigs and weaves and you fight a lot. You like to fight. And that part is true. Y'all are violent. Y'all are quick to turn violent. Y'all are more violent than black men. And you wearing wigs and weaves, you know, that's not a good combination. Because your stupid wig's going to go flying and you're going to look crazy.
They're not ripping their hair out from the root, getting them in extensions. Like, why are we going to pretend like...
And how you going to criticize white women for getting extensions of themselves? That's not what you Keshas are doing. Let's say they are getting extensions. They're getting extensions of their natural selves. This is what I'm saying. Y'all never make sense when you try to make arguments, especially when it pertains to your embarrassing wig-wearing culture. Your shameful, disgraceful, anti-black, racist culture. Black women, American women, have a racist culture, a pro-white, white supremacist culture. That's why if you claim to be FBA and proud and you don't have a problem with this, you're fake. Here it is, y'all got white supremacy among yourselves, right under your noses, being carried out by your women. But it's okay if they do it. Get out of here. So again, they don't even make sense. Your arguments fall flat on their face.
Like, they're not, like, we can see y'all. Talking about we fight every day. We see videos of y'all fighting. Y'all's husbands unalive y'all.
Y'all are more violent than white women. Straight up and down. Black men, be honest with yourselves. Who jumps bad and is ready to fight more often? With you or with other girls? Black women or white women? Y'all are more violent than white women. Don't even try it. When it comes to being physically violent, y'all are more violent. Another fail. The fails that needs unpacked in this video, there's a lot of them.
We see videos of y'all fighting. Y'all's husbands unalive y'all whole family at a higher rate than anybody else. Y'all kids is pounding up the schools. Y'all raise serial unalivers. Y'all raise genociders. Y'all give birth through y'all's...
Okay. Now you segued into talking about how violent their men are. She's talking about you. She's talking about Kesha's specifically being violent with wigs and weave. Always getting ripped off and thrown off. And the wearing of the wigs all contributing to y'all's scalp issues. Again, a dumb subject of discussion, but why can't you stick to it? It's because you're trying to overcompensate. You're triggered. You're insecure about being called out for your self-hatred, for your Brad and Becky worship. So you're just trying to throw everything against the wall to see what stick.
Canals to the most heinous people on planet Earth. All of this deflection, worrying about what black women got going on, trying to be blackface with like, it's not even funny. It's so unoriginal. Get some new content. Y'all been doing this since like the late 1800s. Damn, y'all are really obsessed. Y'all are really, truly obsessed. Obsessed with people that y'all claim to hate, and y'all got fatigue and all of this, but y'all can't seem...
And let me tell you something. They may be obsessed. And they may be obsessed in a way that black men, of course, in a way that black men are not. And their obsession might be different from y'all's obsession. But you all are obsessed with them as well. Another fail. I said another fail. You, Kesha's, are madly obsessed with Brad and Becky. Look at you. Look in the mirror. Do you not also have an obsession with them? Now, their obsession is based on hatred. But let me tell you, you Keshas are something to observe. You are something to behold. Like, when people observe your mentality and your culture, it makes you do a double take. You get up here with blonde wigs on. With wigs, period. Weave, period. Y'all get up here trying to acquire other people's genetic traits. other people's identity. You deserve stares because you look crazy. I can sort of pardon people who look at you, Becky wannabe, self-hating Kesha's side eye. Look how crazy y'all look. Look at the crazy stuff that y'all do. Look at your level of self-hatred and rejection. Don't try to compare that to white women. They're not as fake as you. Even when a brunette white woman dyes her hair blonde, they're embracing their own white race when they do that. They're not trying to look like Kesha's. Don't you ever compare yourself to the Beckys that y'all trying to be. Don't ever try to check them or try to project them as being the same as you. Talking about some extensions. You can't even tell when they wear extensions because it's their own natural grade of hair. It's their own DNA. They're not taken from another group's DNA like y'all. So what makes you think you have an argument? What makes you think you're even justified in pointing this out? And again, what percentage of them wear extensions? I'm dead serious. Maybe 1%. That's something celebrities do. And they only do it for a photo gallery. Take a few photos, then they take them out. The everyday white woman is not walking around with no extensions. And even if they were, they're not rejecting themselves in the process like you Keshas are. Don't ever compare yourselves to Becky again. Talk about putting your foot in your mouth. These are the women that you Keshas spend your whole life and billions of dollars on trying to look like. And the worship of Becky includes a package deal. It includes the worship of Brad, who shares Becky's DNA. You Keshas are white worshipers. This is why I've been calling y'all out for well over a decade. Just because y'all are black doesn't mean you shouldn't be called out for your support of white supremacy. You should be called out even more for your support of white supremacy. Being that you're black, being that you're the mothers. And black men who refuse to call you out are weak and fake, and they're running a grift. Each and every one of them. You remember what Tariq said about Keshas? He said they need it. Think about that. He said y'all need these wigs. Y'all need these weaves. As they are. Meaning y'all need these European traits on your body. How pro-black is that? Exactly how pro-black is that? To say that you need them and to support, to actively support black women wearing these wigs and weaves. That ain't pro-black nothing. That's sidestepping, criticizing Kesha's, because Black America is a matriarch. Well, let me tell you, I'm not a part of that matriarch. Y'all don't rule me. You don't dominate my thought. It's sad to see so many black men, for whatever reason, because black women's support of their worship of Brad and Becky, that damages the minds of children. This is why I got a problem with people who refuse to call Kesha's out. I don't care that it's your mothers, your aunties, and your sisters. Their worship of other people's DNA creates the self-hatred in the kids at a young age. That is evil. It's sick. And it's far from pro-black. That's why I look at black men who call this stuff out as the true pro-black crowd. Not the crowd who get up here preaching all my FBA sisters and never get around to calling this nonsense out. No, you just looking for views. You just trying to get some money, trying to monetize. You're just involved in a grift. It's not sincere. And you put yourself in a position where you can never effectively criticize white supremacists. They can call you out anytime they want, and there's nothing you can say in response. You put yourself in an inferior position. Why do that? Because they understand that the only way to avoid that is to divorce themselves from Brad and Becky's image, and they can't do that. And black men, they don't want to even mention to Kesha's that they should do that. And that's pathetic. You're always going to stay stagnant and unevolved in that state of mind. And I'll leave it there.